Mais on a de la chance, un des deux est en Vost FR, les amis. Donc on va pouvoir se faire un
Attends,
react.
j'ai changé la catégorie déjà.
Ouais, moi aussi. Et d'ailleurs, salut la VOD.
Salut la VOD.
Salut la VOD.
J'espère que vous
Euh...
avez apprécié l'audio OD là vous connaissez sur l'oncle Ernest là? L'oncle qui s'appelle Ernest.
Je connais pas du tout,
J'aime
mec.
bien.
Ça parlait de quoi?
T'as parlé d'un oncle qui s'appelle Ernest et en fait il avait caché un trésor dans un livre.
C'est pas vrai.
Il fallait trouver le trésor avec plein d'énigmes. Voilà.
Mais c'est énorme. Eh bien, bienvenue dans cette VOD.
Je suis sûr que je t'ai donné envie d'y jouer.
Ça m'a donné envie d'y jouer, mais ça m'a donné encore plus envie de regarder cette VOD là, qui va être un react à King of Kong. Le roi du Kong en VOSTFR. Les gars, c'est assez rare qu'on reacte à des trucs en VOSTFR. Donc pour les fans de VO, mais soyez contents, parce que ça n'arrivera pas tous les jours, c'est moi qui vous le dis.
Kips, sois content, c'est la seule fois où on regardera un truc en VO.
Vraiment.
Énorme.
Euh...
Je sais pas si je change mon titre, mais flemme. Ouais.
Tac, je vais me mettre sur la chaîne 2. Je m'en bats les couilles. Oh non. Déjà, OSTFR, c'est genre en mode quoi? Ouais, ok, les sous-titres comme ça en mode. Ok.
Hop.
Bon, les gars, l'effet du café commence à réduire. L'effet de la caféine commence à
Ah,
ralentir.
t'as le drop, t'as le drop, t'as le crash.
Ça va aller. Parce qu'il n'y a aucune raison pour que ça aille mal en fait. Attends, je regarde ce que. Ok. Bref, King of Kong, les gars, si vous connaissez pas, documentaire sorti en 2007, hein, d'ailleurs, je crois. Il y avait Karim Debache qui avait sorti un épisode de Cross sur ça. Sur ce film-là, un film de Seth Gordon.
Je sais pas si tu me diras quand soit je stream ton parsec, soit je stream ton un partage.
Ouais, je pense que c'est mieux mon partage, mais juste pour pas mettre pause quoi.
Ouais, bah le seul problème en fait, c'est que aussi, je pourrais pas trop regarder mon chat.
Parce
Ah
que,
ouais, vu qu'on l'a à 2, parce que en fait, j'ai que 2 écrans et donc sachant que je dois avoir forcément Discord d'ouvert, sinon la fenêtre elle est pas capturée sur OBS.
ouais, et bah
Après,
l'autre
je peux
écran, tu
mettre.
mets le chat, non?
Ouais, ouais, bah je peux essayer, mais après, j'ai pas ton parsec. Bon, on s'en fout si tu m'enlèves de parsec maintenant.
Ouais, ouais, j'ai Radi qui lance un stream, attends. Le mec il disperse trop. Bon les gars, en fait, react au stream de Radi. Mais
Réact à l'IPR, les mecs.
pour le contexte là, les gens, il est 9 h du matin, on est sous une nuit blanche.
On a
Voilà.
enchaîné Mario Kart 64 pendant genre. On a joué 3 heures, en 2h30 plutôt, un truc comme
Ouais.
ça. Après, on a enchaîné avec 45 minutes de setup pour un autre stream, et après, on a fait. On a fait 3 heures environ de l'oncle Ernest, et là, on va faire un react.
Énorme.
Énorme et sec, simplement.
Putain, je sais pas comment. Non, mais je préfère. Je vais mettre parce qu'en fait, sur Parsec, après, ça stream tout mon PC, quoi. Je préfère comme ça, je te mens pas.
Ouais. Bah, kick-moi, voilà.
Est-ce que j'ai une scène pour le 16-9?
Voilà. C'est tiré de baiser. Attends, faut que je décroppe.
Mais même
Hop.
moi.
Ah, c'est abusé.
Ma fenêtre elle est toute petite comme ça, là.
Voilà, là c'est mieux. Billy Mitchell, on commence déjà avec un classique.
C'est ça son blaze, Billy Mitchell.
Le gros tricheur.
Ouais, je mets ma fenêtre. Mais c'est dingue d'avoir un. Attends, d'avoir un stream aussi buggy. Pourquoi j'ai un filtre LUT?
Je sais pas mon gars.
putain, j'ai encore le bug du truc qui se déforme dans tous les sens. Wouah. Mais attends, ça va pas du tout là. Ok, je crois que c'est bon. Tac. Les gars, on va pas perdre plus de temps, on va se mater ça parce que ça dure 1h22. Et qu'on a déjà perdu assez de temps.
Allez, vas-y. On lance.
Allez, c'est parti. J'espère que le son sera bien. J'ai pas fait de test avant.
Alors, tu me cherches un truc à manger, je suis trop con.
That video games are meant to be played for fun. Believe me, some of it's a lot of fun. Video games are meant to be played at home, relaxing, on a couch, amongst
Ok.
and they are,
Ok.
and that's fun. But competitive gaming,
C'est pas assez fort chez moi.
attach your name to a world record, when you want your name written into history, you have to pay the price.
With this, it's just like me and the machine. Doesn't matter if you let me down or someone else, it doesn't come through. I can always go out there. I'm in control.
Je viens de toucher la CAF.
Mais non.
Là, à la minute.
I'm glad you touched on this. We have enough tape. This is important. Everybody, even grandma, games, meaning checkers, cards, if not now, in the past. Show me even a frickin' nun or a hermit who hasn't done cards or checkers.
Moi.
C'est ce que j'allais dire, moi jusqu'à très récemment. Hein. Qu'est-ce que je suis nul à comprendre les jeux, frère, de société.
Ouais, attends, c'est une carte mère, j'ai vu que j'étais des insectes au début.
On est trop matrixé par l'oncle Ernest là.
Ouais.
Non mais vraiment, moi, les jeux de cartes. Je crois vraiment la première fois où j'ai vraiment joué à un jeu de cartes c'était en première et j'y ai joué genre une ou deux fois. En prenant à peine le principe du président. Et là j'ai appris un peu vite
C'est
fait.
pas le président.
Alors, je pourrais pas te réexpliquer parce que j'ai oublié les règles en fait à chaque fois. Même l'ordre des cartes est assez compliqué là. Je sais maintenant que l'ordre des cartes c'est JQK parce que j'ai retenu la suite de lettres. J c'est pour je sais même plus. Q c'est la queen, K c'est le
King.
c'est le king. Attends, J, Q, K et A c'est je sais bah c'est la lettre A. Du coup J ça doit être le valet en anglais. Bref. Relançons.
I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do drugs. I play video games.
Et c'est bien pire.
Ouais.
C'est hyper grave. Je sais pas si tu regardes ces news, mais moi personnellement, je te le dis, s'il y a un problème là-dedans.
Which I think is far superior in
Voilà, c'est.
addiction than any of those other ones.
I wanted to be a
je-
hero. I wanted to be the
Tu
center
veux
of
dire un
attention.
truc?
Ouais, j'allais dire, je comprends totalement ce qu'il veut dire parce que je suis complètement touché par ce phénomène d'addiction manga, c'est terrible.
En vrai, moi je crois que je l'ai pas. Hein. Objectivement,
L'addiction aux jeux vidéo
ouais, objectivement, je crois que je l'ai pas.
Moi, point, je l'ai parce que des fois, même quand je suis en mode ouais, je pue la merde et que j'ai pas envie de jouer, des fois je joue quand même.
Mais moi je joue parce que je m'ennuie beaucoup, je pense surtout.
Ouais, je capte.
Parce que en vrai, genre, je me dis.
à faire.
Ouais, voilà, tu vois, si on me propose des vacances entre potes à la plage, je vais pas me sentir obligé de jouer à Rocket League, tu vois. Ça pourrait peut-être me manquer un peu. Mais ouais, Rocket League, même, je pense, j'y joue plus pour écouter de la musique que pour jouer.
Ouais, je capte.
Peut-être je l'avais peut-être à un moment, mais là, je pense que je l'ai vraiment pas. Hein. Mais j'aime beaucoup le jeu vidéo. C'est une grande passion. Il voulait être un héros, lui, je crois, il disait.
Il
I
veut
wanted
tout
the
son attention.
glory. I wanted the fame. I wanted the pretty girls come up and say, "Hi, I see that you're good at Centipede."
Il est normal.
Ouais, comme
I
tout le
had
monde.
somebody draw an analogy for me once that I always remembered. The top French pilot in World War I shot down 24 enemy planes. the top American pilot.
Ah,
You don't know his
putain.
name, do you? Nobody
Ouais,
does. But it's Eddie Rickenbacker.
J'ai décalé.
Shot down 26 enemy planes. The German ace, the Red Baron, everyone knows who the Red Baron is. That's because he shot down 87 enemy planes. I mean, he was the best. There's a level of difference between people. And it translates into some games.
Ça, c'était avant qu'on sache qu'il a triché, ça.
Ouais,
Donkey
je crois bien.
Kong and Pac-Man and Ms. Pac-Man and Galaga and Defender, these are the games that caught the public eye. These are the games people cared about. And so, if you want to be known as being world class, you got to master.
Et en fait, ça me trigger les gens en costume qui parlent de jeux vidéo comme ça. Enfin, voilà.
Ouais,
J'ai l'impression
ouais,
que
non,
ça parle pas de la matière. En fait, quand t'es Edouard et que tu fais histoire du jeu vidéo, ça me va. Mais quand t'es un autre mec, ça me va pas. Parce que
ouais.
Edouard, il joue le rôle d'un prof. Là, je sais pas, j'ai l'impression.
Là, on
truc
dirait
est pas-
vraiment genre un businessman qui veut te parler de jeux vidéo, genre. On dirait le mec, le patron d'infogramme dans les JDG.
Ouais, vraiment.
And so, if you want to be known as being world class, you got to master one of those games.
I like the simplicity of it. And that's what you'll probably hear from a lot of people that like retro games, is that it's the simplicity.
Those games challenge eye-hand coordination, mind-body coordination, fast reaction time, and comprehensive thinking on a level that modern games don't.
Memorization.
Lui, apparemment,
pattern
j'ai
recognition.
vu référer, donc je crois que c'est un arbitre, il me semble.
Le vieux?
Ouais. Dans sa bio, au début, je crois qu'il y avait marqué référé, un truc comme ça. Et référé, je crois que c'est un juge. Enfin,
Ok.
un juge, un... Tu vois ce que je veux dire, quoi.
Ouais, ok, en mode, ok. En mode modo.
Ouais, c'est un modo, quoi.
Because for
C'est
you to
lui
get a
qui
single
valide tes records, je pense, à l'époque. En mode...
Quelques des. Ok. Quelques. Ouais. Quelques failles.
quelques bières par-ci par-là et hop, on laisse passer 2-3 records.
Ouais, je pense que voilà. Il a l'air passionné, mais. Peut-être pas. Bon. Bon, c'est peut-être pas de sa faute non plus que certains records sont passés.
Sa tête sur cette frame dit tout, hein.
Mais il a l'air bien gentil après ce monsieur. Mais bon, on le sait. Que
On le
pas
sait,
tout
hein.
le record. On...
Ah ouais, c'est peut-être pas lui qui a validé Mitchell, hein, on sait pas.
Puis il y avait l'autre là sur Atari 2600 qui jouait à un jeu de
Oui,
moto.
Rogers, Todd Rogers.
Je me souviens plus de leur blase, mais ouais, ça me dit un truc.
Todd Rogers, ouais, c'est ça.
point further in an old game from the early 80s meant a tremendous
Ouais.
increase of skill.
If you do not know the next pattern coming up in a Tron
Lui, c'est Tim
life
Sweeney, je
cycle
crois, c'est le
event,
mec de Epic Games. Le mec qui a fait Fortnite.
Ah ouais, c'est lui le fondateur?
Ouais, je crois que c'est Tim Sweeney.
Eh ben,
you will lose your life.
Ta
Only
tête
the
me dit quelque
die-
chose.
c'est possible, hein. Epic, ils ont créé des jeux dans les années 90.
Tape Tim Sweeney sur internet.
Je vais faire ça sur une autre page. Tim Sweeney?
Ouais.
Aucune idée de comment écrire Tim Sweeney. PDG de Epic Games. Fortune personnelle, 5,1 milliards. Né en 70. Ouais. Programmeur entrepreneur américain. Né en 67. Bon, bah, faut savoir.
Ah, je crois que c'est lui, hein. J'ai vu la tête et tout.
Là, j'ai pas sûr, hein. Il y a 3 ans d'écart entre les trucs, mais ouais.
Diehards who for some
C'est
Tron
qui lui?
life cycle event, you will lose your life.
only the
Peut-être, je sais
diehards
pas.
who for some reason really
Rogers.
love those games continue to stick with them.
C'est quoi cette merde?
But what we've done is had the mayor tie off the entire street so that Life magazine can come to town and photograph the world's greatest video game players who've been flown in especially for this Life photographic session. All these great superstars have come in from North Carolina, California, Canada, many other places to be photographed as the official world champions on many different games.
That
T'imagines,
was the
frère?
first time
Là, les champions.
T'es mal la tête de Billy Mitchell, frère.
Ouais, c'est vraiment lui qui me...
Je suis mort. T'as Todd Walker juste à côté qui a littéralement 10 ans, frère.
C'est vrai que là, par contre, je veux pas faire de body shaming, mais le taux de testo, les mecs.
Il y a marqué qu'il a 19 ans.
Qui ça?
Je crois que c'est 19 Todd Walker, 19.
Ah ouais, on le voit pas sur mon stream, mais il a vraiment une tête d'enfant pour le coup.
Ouais, non, c'est une dingue.
Alors que le mec tout à gauche, il a 14 ans.
Ouais.
C'est dingue. Ils
Dingue.
ont pas du tout leur âge. Billy Mitchell un peu quand même, mais il a une grosse moustache pour un mec de 17 ans.
Ouais, j'avoue.
Clinton, un mec chill en vrai. Hein.
Ouais.
Two world-class players went head-to-head for a competition was Life magazine.
Without a doubt, I met players that were amongst the best in the world. And maybe even would say or do whatever they could
Moi.
to make people believe they were the best in the world.
Bon, par contre, frère.
Il a eu un glow-up, frère. C'est une dinguerie.
Ouais.
Il a eu un glow-up de fou.
Mais les Américains, quand ils disent the best of the world, ça veut dire the best of America. Globalement. J'ai rencontré les meilleurs joueurs de toute la planète et de l'univers entier.
Sur Melee, au début, c'était ça. Hein. Tu sais, frère, si t'étais top 1 aux États-Unis, t'étais top 1 du monde. Hein. Il n'y avait
Ouais.
pas de question de si t'étais en Europe, des Européens ou quoi. Il n'y avait pas de question, même les Japonais, ils étaient hors d'équation, mon gars. C'était en mode. Si t'es bon aux États-Unis, t'es forcément dans le top 10 mondial, tu vois.
Elle est en armada.
Ouais, mon gars.
Well, at that time, he was the world record holder on Centipede. But also at that time, he was the world record holder on Donkey Kong. But we didn't know that because someone else was invited there from Kansas City, who, because of a claim they had made, it was presumed that they were the Donkey Kong champion.
Donkey Kong was the one that I first lied about.
But he had submitted a bogus score. And I finally met him there at Life magazine, and I finally sat down to play him.
We had not been there long, and Bill said, "Come on, let's play."
I went in the arcade and sat down with Donkey Kong, and I beat him to a pulp.
Well, I was better than the best, and I got 200,000 against Bill. Bill got 800,000 on his first man in that game. He shellacked me.
Basically, he walked away with his head down and humbled, and that brought him to the truth. And
Allez, Billy.
Well, the Bible, Proverbs says, as iron sharpens iron, so one man sharpens another. Bill made me a better person, and did so by
La musique va tellement faire strike à VOD.
making me
C'est terrible.
I've pointed out to Steve that he's the person he is today because he came under the wrath of Bill Mitchell.
And in front of the 19 top players in the nation, actually North America, he did the highest Donkey Kong score possible and also found out that the game ends on the 22nd board.
Après, pour le coup, il devait être vraiment très bon, hein, même s'il a triché. Pas mis dans les top players, je crois.
Tu sais que les gens qui trichent, généralement, c'est pas les mauvais joueurs. Hein. Enfin, il y en a beaucoup qui sont mauvais et qui trichent. Mais généralement, la majorité des gens qui trichent, c'est des gens qui sont bons, mais pas assez bons pour genre être les meilleurs.
Ouais.
Et ça les frustre de pas réussir à progresser assez.
Ouais.
C'est ce que je veux dire.
Moi, je l'ai bien vu sur
Genre
Minecraft en vrai.
Tu vois, genre.
Sur Minecraft, t'as des mecs même mushway à la fin qui trichaient et tout.
Ouais, ouais. Billy Mitch.
Puis même dans le sport en général.
Since I so-called debuted on the scene at Life magazine in 1982, there hasn't been anybody who's played even close.
When Billy Mitchell
Il fait trop le
walks
mec
into
alors
an
qu'on sait qu'il a
arcade,
triché,
you
c'est
know,
une dinguerie.
everything stops. There's electricity around Billy Mitchell. Everybody wants to crowd around him. Everybody wants to see him.
You know, everything about him is perfect. You know, Billy is just that person, you know, he wants to represent.
If you could hack into the machine and program it to play
Ouais, je sais
itself.
pas jusqu'à combien
You
de temps
couldn't
ça a
even program.
survécu les arcades comme ça, parce que même au GF c'était le plus populaire, je pense pas que c'est en... Enfin, je pense aujourd'hui c'est mort, hein, mais bien sûr, à part chez des particuliers, mais je sais pas jusqu'à combien de temps ça a survécu en vrai.
Ouais, il doit toujours avoir quelques salles, mais c'est rare.
Ouais, bah, t'es condamné à mourir de toute façon dès le début, mais
Ouais, ou alors c'est dans les salles d'attente de cinéma, quoi.
ouais, bah oui.
Tu vois, au CGR, tu peux faire ça. Mais ouais, je sais pas, hein. En vrai, je dirais...
Je dirais début 2000, hein, ouais.
Ouais, fin 90, début 2000, parce qu'après il y a eu les consoles de salon.
Ouais.
That well.
There's a glamour to Billy. There's a specialness to Billy. He was the first. He was the first great player.
The fact of the matter is, Bill is the best classic arcade gamer of our era.
It's actually carved a part of my personality that benefits me every day.
I mean, a burning passion never to settle for what I have in my business, in my family. That's what competitive gaming has done for me.
Wesh, la
He's a winner.
fille, elle a les mêmes cheveux que le daron. Oh, lui, il a la barre, mon gars, c'est une dinguerie.
Je suis mort de cette famille qui soit. Voyons, il est fier de son fils.
Absolutely a winner.
It's sort of like being in a maze.
Il pointe
But-
vers la direction, mon gars.
Everything you see is actually sauce. The all-around most seasoned person in the hot sauce chicken wing industry? Yeah, for sure, me. There's the production end of it.
Wesh, on dirait Sarkozy, attends.
Chicken wing industry? Yeah, for sure, me.
Ouais, j'ai cru que c'était Sarkozy au début.
Ouais, je pense que t'es trop fatigué, tu commences à ressentir les hallucinations.
Je vois mes plus grands idoles de partout.
Et hop, et hop, là, oh putain, j'ai confondu le poulet avec du donné, putain, terrible.
There's the preparation, when there's the sales
Pourquoi lui donner tout de suite le poulet? Je comprends pas.
end of it. There's not somebody who encompasses all of those areas like me that I've ever met.
He sells his hot sauce, he sells himself.
Because he's so charming and such a good ambassador for all gaming because he's positive. There's no reason in my
La
opinion why
photo.
Billy Mitchell couldn't end up on a Wheaties box someday.
The Video Arcade Classic has finally been conquered. On July 4th at a New Hampshire arcade, 34-year-old Billy Mitchell became the first person to master Pac-Man by recording the first ever perfect game.
Billy Mitchell, primo joystick dude, amazing in the maze, he ain't gonna lose.
To get through every board, getting every dot, every
Voilà.
energizer, every
On a
ghost
tout
that's
triché,
applicable to
hyper
reach
drôle.
the final 256 screen without dying, that's impressive in its own right.
The success of this was not just because someone got a perfect Pac-Man score, but because Billy Mitchell got a perfect Pac-Man score.
Blue man in the corridor,
Ça, est-ce que c'était Shake aussi, du coup?
perfect game goes down.
Je sais plus, j'ai pas l'histoire complète de ce mec, tout ça, je sais qu'il a fraudé pas mal de records, hein.
Ceux qui-
Le truc symptomatique, c'est que généralement, je pense que le mec est quand même bon, tu vois, parce qu'il a réussi légitimement à arriver au dernier niveau de Pac-Man. Mais genre, je crois qu'il voulait pas montrer des preuves et tout à un moment quand il avait battu des records et tout. Genre,
ouais.
quand il a pas montré des preuves, c'est que, tu vois, il y a un petit doute, tu vois, qui commence à s'installer normalement, tu vois. T'es en mode, bon.
Ouais, c'est ça l'histoire, c'est que genre en fait c'était sur King Kong, il avait fait le record, ça a été validé par le Guinness, sauf que les recs n'étaient pas partagés. Et bah je crois que c'est dans le reportage là, à un moment tu vois, genre dans une petite télé et tout, genre une portion du gameplay, genre en quelques secondes.
Ouais, c'est sur
Mais
l'émulateur.
ouais voilà, c'est l'autre screen, il file mal. Du coup on voit que c'est sur MAME, mais ouais, sur une borne modifiée.
If everything's rolling my
Ouais.
way, if all these balls have bounced in my favor, there's some poor bastard out there who's getting the screws put to him.
When I got laid off and I had time on my hands, I was thinking, well, what can I do to kind of feel like I have control of something? So I looked at Twin Galaxies. I typed in Donkey Kong World Record, and some spreadsheet came up, and I saw
Oh,
what
les
the
télés,
score
mon
was.
gars, les écrans.
It was
Il n'y a
held
pas
by
de
Billy
double écran à
Mitchell,
l'époque, hein.
and it was like
Ouais,
800.
mais c'est vrai qu'il est loin devant.
Ouais, non, c'est suspect généralement quand c'est aussi loin devant. Surtout quand le deuxième, l'année c'est 2001 quand même.
Ouais, c'est ce que j'allais dire.
74,000. I go, hey, I can.
Là, celui juste avant est pas si loin. Genre deuxième, troisième sont proches.
Ouais, non, mais justement, c'est bizarre qu'il y ait autant de
I mean, I'm
distance,
not
tu
the
vois.
kind of wife that's needy that I need him sitting on the couch with me every night. I don't need that. What I need is him in the house helping me with the kids, or I need him being with the kids. So he would want to come out here and play, and that would drive me crazy. Because he is definitely OCD. When he is obsessed on something, he is so focused, and I have to be like, hello. So then I just said, you have to do it at night.
Yeah, it's pretty easy. I dreamed of being a musician for a living. That's what my dream was.
He was brought up to be that he was smart, he was an athlete, he was talented, and for whatever reason, he could never get those to fit.
Football américain, mon
was
gars.
one of the original starving grunge bands here in Seattle, just starving. The only people who came to see him was us.
With his music, it's almost like he didn't want people to know he was doing it. He's a total paradox that way.
He has maybe a little social hang-ups here and there that that haven't allowed him to be as successful on one end as in other ends.
We got to the state finals, and Steve couldn't pitch.
I've probably seen Steve with tears in his eyes more than any other guy I know because of the frustration that would build him, and half the time it was on the pitcher's mound.
He had hurt his arm. I had pitched him too much. I was a manager of the team.
It was a chance for him to shine in front of thousands of people.
That killed him, that he couldn't pitch, because it's that competitiveness in him.
Lui, c'est le deuxième.
D'accord. On va voir. Ouais, je pense. Non, peut-être pas le deuxième. Mais c'est un challenger.
Ok.
Ouais, son histoire, quand il est arrivé, tu vois, il a vu que le record du monde c'était Billy Mitchell, et il s'est dit bon, je vais battre.
Là, c'est un peu triste. J'ai l'impression que tout le monde dit en mode ouais, il pouvait devenir quelqu'un d'important, mais au final, il s'est consacré à Donkey Kong.
Et au final, il pue la merde à Donkey Kong.
Il est même pas devenu premier, il est perdu contre un tricheur.
Contre Billy Mitchell. Il coupe incroyable.
My dad worked at Boeing for 30 some years, and the plan was to go to Boeing and be a lifer, like as they call them. But things didn't work out.
I don't know if he told you that he was laid off the day we signed papers in our house. Yeah.
He never has quite reached that pinnacle. He never quite, in any of his endeavors, was regaled as the #1 guy, the guy that was better than the rest and was on top of the mountain.
Oh, he's just come up short in a lot of things in his life, and I just think.
Ah non, c'est trop bien ça.
C'est
tellement triste. Il a raté quand même plein de trucs dans sa vie, hein. Il aurait pu, hein, mais non.
Eh, il pue la merde, mon mari, quand même. Hein.
You know, nobody wants to do that all the time.
C'est hyper triste.
Allez, c'est top.
It has my high scores saved on there from last.
Non, ça doit encore exister, la compète sur Donkey Kong. Ça peut être mort.
What plunged me into competitive gaming, never to come out, was Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong. Well, that was the first ever Mario game. The whole thing is a construction site. It's all these girders and elevators with ladders from going from one girder to the next. The whole goal the whole time is to get past the obstacles that Kong is throwing at you and get the girl.
Well, Donkey Kong, without question, is the hardest game.
It's ridiculously difficult on the first.
C'est une vidéo d'ego. Et non, c'est Rocket League, mon pote. Tu verras dans 8 ans, ça sort. Ça va être exceptionnel.
Green.
Donkey Kong is releasing these barrels. You got to jump over the barrels. You got to duck the barrels. You can grab a hammer and hammer the barrels.
Okay, the secret about the barrel board is you can actually control the barrels. It's right above this ladder. You'll do a quick left and then a hard right turn. See how it went down? Went down again.
And you've got to get past all the barrels, the fireballs, get up the ladders, and get up to Fay Ray. And as soon as you get to her, Donkey Kong takes her away to the next level.
The average Donkey Kong game doesn't last a minute. It's absolute brutality.
Each of the 18 elevator boards represents the greatest challenge in video game playing.
The average gamer on Donkey Kong will never get past the 3rd elevator stage.
Just the slightest touch from one of these springs kills you. There's no hammer for them. There's no way to defeat them. All you can do is avoid them. That's it.
Okay, the secret to the 3rd elevators is knowing which spring to go on. and then knowing which spring to move up the ladder on and recognizing when you must retreat.
If you don't time it just exactly right, you will die.
It boils down to hardcore skill.
So I go on that one because it lined up with the dash line. Now I'm waiting
J'ai
for
dit
one to
ça
line
va
up with the
l'arcade,
solid
ça.
line there.
Ouais, je pense qu'il y a une minute dessus, mais. J'ose espérer.
I have said from the day I met Steve that his talent is in his hands. He pitched. He was a basketball. He's a phenomenal drawer. I don't know if you've ever seen pictures that he's drawn, but he's very artistic.
It's operating on some subconscious level.
C'est vraiment ça. Hein. Il était meilleur dans autre chose.
Sure.
When we were driving to Kansas or whatever, family trips, he'd sit there and for 100 miles would bang his head, you know, 4/4 time against the back of the seat.
6, 7.
Well, I've often thought that he maybe is a little autistic, that he's just that obsessive compulsive, because he would get something in his mind. He wanted to play drums, and I don't even know where he got that idea.
This is Derek's drum set, and it's not too bad. It does the trick.
Jouer avec la batterie de son gamin, c'est dingue.
J'avoue.
The actual gameplay involves so much eye-hand coordination, mind-body coordination, fast reaction time, and comprehensive thinking, such a high level of precise execution, so much skill, involves so much learning. You have to have deep, comprehensive intelligence.
For years and years, it was believed that Billy's record of 874,000 in 1982 was really the highest score anyone would ever get. And in fact, some of us have played this game every day or every week or every month since then, and no one's gotten close to that.
No one across that big length of time will ever be able to beat his world record.
Derek, look. You're on TV. See yourself? Say hi. No. I was having a game of my life. I think I got 600,000.
Qu'est-ce qu'il va raconter?
And I hadn't died yet. And then I start hearing some noises coming down the stairs.
Oh, la haine qu'il a quand il dit ça.
I don't believe this is happening, guys. Wipe your bottom? I will in a second, bud. What? Okay, bring me some toilet paper, buddy. Derek, I'm gonna get the world record. Derek.
Il a pas traduit ça. T'as dit, y'a quoi?
Derek. Derek! You stop it! It's all on tape, and that's the tape I had to send into the Twin Galaxies.
Everything I'm all about by practicing transcendental meditation. And I like to see that mirrored in the way I apply myself to the video game world, and that I seek to find champions and watch them grow and become even greater as they begin to unfold more and more of their full potential.
Ça peut être normal, c'est suer le cul.
If Walter, through all these years, all the way since 1982, hasn't continued as a labor of love, then there would be no central organization for competitive video game playing.
Why do we do it? Because we actually love this, because we enjoy this, we're fascinated by this. It's just something in our genes that my group, Twin Galaxies, raised the banner high to do this and move organized video game playing into the future.
Walter opened the door to truly, I was going to say international, but at the very least, national competitive gaming.
We just happened to call it Twin Galaxies. The name burst into my brain.
Walter Day didn't do that by accident, didn't get lucky. He created his own empire.
Join us again for Video Game News Update. I'm Walter Day at the Twin Galaxies International Scoreboard.
It's been a wearying thing being the scorekeeper because everybody picks on me, you know. Because I'm the man, you know. I'm a police officer.
Video games need a guy like Bush who will say, look, this is the way we're going to do it. This is the rule. And if you don't like it, tough. You've got to have that. If you didn't have that in the NFL, who'd win? How do you declare a champion unless there are rules, and if you break them, you lose?
Je crois après, il faut qu'on regarde l'épisode de Cross sur cette chose de cul.
The best features about him are also his downfall. People could have just run over him because he's so nice.
Twin Galaxies survives because people like Walter, people like Robert Murzak, people like me, who participate all for a passion of competitive gaming. Nobody draws a paycheck.
I don't see details anymore. I see big pictures, you know? I see the big concept that lies behind the whole issue, and then I tweak that. I can't do details and details. Twin Galaxies needs a staff of detail-oriented people like Robert Murzak.
Anything that's unexplainable, out of the ordinary, we have to keep our eyes out for it. That's not to say we're infallible. When I have to watch that pile of 8 tapes over there for Dwayne Richards' 2-day Nibbler performance, that's 48 straight hours of paying attention to make sure that he's doing everything correctly. Package from the Metroid team in Brazil, some Atari 2600 records, gotta watch that. These things take time to verify, and I have to look at every single one of these. Like I showed you over here, this is just 200 videotapes. That's nothing. This is the real stuff that I have to do. I see world records in my room set just about every single day. Some people think a world's record is what's set at the Olympics or at the end of a baseball season. I see this every single day, and not just sometimes once. It's exciting.
Derek, you stop it.
Maybe.
Ah, c'est un vrai enregistrement, ça?
Hein?
Je pensais que c'était genre une reproduction, mais non, en fait, il a enregistré sa cam.
Ouais, non.
Derek, stop it. No. Derek?
Il fait nom de la tête, je suis mort, il va faire nom de la tête alors que le bouga a pas de gosse.
You don't stop it.
N'importe quoi.
Somebody has accomplished something that not only I can't do, that nobody else has ever done before.
Il a battu sur la chaise de son fils.
That's how you play Donkey Kong.
New world record.
Welcome back. Bill Gates isn't necessarily the most famous name in Redmond tonight.
Coming up, meet the man who's at the top of his game.
A Donkey Kong world record.
He was a big celebrity there for a bit in Seattle. I was just doing it, just thought it'd be a neat achievement. I didn't think it would ever blow up to be a big story.
He goes, "You're the first lady of Donkey Kong." I'm like, oh my god.
Even though it was this silly video game,
Il est trop mignon, lui, ce type, quand même.
it's not many of us that have a buddy
C'est quoi?
Il est trop mignon, le boug, là. Où sa famille, personne n'est fier de lui, là, son gosse, il va chier et tout, lui, juste il joue avec Donkey Kong, il est content.
At something.
That was a godsend to him in the last couple years to get him through. Like at Miami was like a safe haven for him. Yeah.
We're at Kamiakin Junior High, and we're in my 7th and 8th grade science classroom. It's my first year teaching, so it's been a challenge, but very enjoyable so far. Sand, soil, and the cornstarch. I went to the City University, which had a program, and 1 year you get a master's.
Ouais, en université.
So we roughed it out for a year, and here I am today, so it finally worked out.
It's fun, and he's not making it so it's like, this is science. This is boring. He talks to us about stuff that's not just like homework and schoolwork and school and stuff.
Okay, here's my history with Donkey Kong is I have the world record.
Okay, I didn't know it was a world record. It's for Donkey Kong, is it? Oh my gosh. There is like, it's All the
Le
science
gamin à droite,
teachers
il sait
here
pas comment
were-
faire.
Steve
Regarde.
deserves a lot of credit for that
Il
because
sait pas comment réagir.
he also broke the record on Donkey Kong Jr. So he took two of Billy's titles like right away from him.
Oui, choqué.
You know, crude or anything, but he did officially he did.
That was the last world record that Bill ever had. That was the last one to go. He had 5 world records in 1985, and he had the Donkey Kong, and then Steve Wiebe took it away.
It's far more difficult when you're on top, anybody who's on top, to stay on top.
Billy's got a lot of things up his sleeve. He likes to keep quiet in situations like that. So, you know, somebody may have taken him down now, but behind closed doors, Billy's got something planned. That's Billy Mitchell.
On my phone, it says never surrender.
If somebody beat his record, he'd have a plan to beat it back. I'm sure.
The worst thing that could happen would be to give somebody the credibility of a score that doesn't. But even far worse than that would be to deny somebody the credibility when they deserved it. If I'm not there, I don't know.
Get this. I came home one day and there was 2 people in my garage looking at my machine. They wanted to... They're spies.
It was a Saturday. It was in July or August. And my mom was here because I was getting ready to go to work. And these guys knocked on the door, and I knew they were going to be here at all. And they said that who they were, and they wanted to come in and look at the machine. And I knew I had to leave, and I said, I'm not comfortable in letting you do that. I have to go to work. My mom is here. Steve's going to be home shortly. You just need to wait. You just need to wait.
To find out at an ultra elite level whether or not a score is good, sometimes we have no choice but to call in the pros.
Brian Koo, the Donkey Kong player, went to Steve's place. Bill asked me to do it, but I didn't have time to go do it, so Brian did it.
Went there with one of the most respected gamers of all time, Perry Rogers, to back him up.
Billy Mitchell and Twin Galaxies asked me to, because I live in an area near him, to go investigate.
Billy Mitchell, il était pas d'accord.
I mean, I'm the homeowner. It's my house. I'm the wife of the Donkey Kong guy.
T'as pour faire quoi là?
And left my mom alone.
De quoi?
Pas d'accord pour faire quoi? Parce que là il vérifie pas la machine de Billy Mitchell là.
Non, mais non. En fait, c'est Steve qui a battu le record de Billy Mitchell.
Ouais.
Et Billy Mitchell, il a contacté Toon Galaxy.
Ouais.
Parce qu'il a tellement la rage d'avoir perdu son record du monde pour aller vérifier que la bande n'était pas genre hackée ou un truc comme ça.
Ah, en vrai, il a raison un peu quand même.
Bah non, mais c'est juste qu'il a tellement il a la rage, genre c'est ultra drôle.
And started taking pictures of everything, you know, trying to look for an excuse to try to invalidate a score.
They saw this box that has Roy Schilt's return address on it. So they looked over and they said, Roy Schilt, why is Roy Schilt's name on there?
Roy Schilt is the type of gamer that would like nothing more than to see Twin Galaxies get an egg on its face.
I want you to remember that no punk bastard ever got a gnarly piece of poontang by being sensitive and considerate.
He calls himself Mr. Awesome. He drives the Awesomobile to fame and fortune, as he says on his website. He's jealous of Billy.
Oh putain.
Billy gets attention from beautiful women.
Essentially,
he wants to be like Billy.
I mean, I've seen the world champion cherry pit spitter.
C'est bon, il y avait rien. Attendez les gars, écran noir.
Be a celebrity for a day. I didn't even get that. I got no recognition at all. I didn't get to be on any television shows. It's
On va
like
attendre qu'il parte lui avant de remettre les grands.
I feel it's right, and I just want a little recognition. I'm not
Juste un grand
necessarily
point sur lui.
Hey Billy, how you doing? Billy, how are you? I'm perfect. Haven't you read?
Twin Galaxies does a lot to promote Billy, because it's very much to Twin Galaxies' advantage and very much to the whole gaming hobby's advantage for Billy to become a star.
When Walter Day published that book in 1997 with all those egregious errors in there, Bill Mitchell saw it, and he knew they were wrong. He knew they were mistakes, but he tried to pretend like they were real to try to take my Missile Command score down.
Roy and I met at California Extreme, and he knew that I had the capability of beating Billy on Donkey Kong.
Steve Wiebe is the one who had unlocked the secrets to Donkey Kong to figure out how to get 1 million points.
He offered to buy me a board, a Donkey Kong board, because mine had broken and I didn't have the money. So, you know, it was a mutual beneficial relationship. He would buy me a board, I would have the opportunity to beat Billy's record, and at the same time I would take Billy down and seek Roy's revenge on Billy. And it seemed good at the time, you know. And unknowing to me, I didn't know the history between the bad blood with Roy and Billy. And
to attempt something like this for the sole purpose of taking down one of Bill's scores, it's like a slap in the face.
C'est Jeffrey Dahmer en fait.
They would say that I somehow monkeyed with the board or something. But they wouldn't have any evidence. They looked at the board, they took the pictures of the board, and they couldn't find anything wrong with it.
The fact that the right gummy substance on the right chip out of all of these chips in the right spot on the right board. I mean, I have to say there's a conspiracy here.
Any board that's worked on could have a problem.
To find out that this gamer potentially has a fraudulent score has upset Billy's master plan for what he wanted to do.
I mean, when you come home and see two guys in your garage and you know why, and you've learned why they're there, and you got to start from a guy like Bill Mitchell, I mean, you know, who's done crazy thing after crazy thing after what's the next crazy thing, you know?
Billy Mitchell was one of the evaluators, which seemed a little strange that the guy whose records Steve is competing against is deciding whether or not Steve's records are valid.
Even if that board is a completely legitimate board, Roy's taint on it is too strong.
Roy Schultz a liar, Roy Schultz a cheater, Roy Schultz full of crap, Roy Schultz out to get me, and he's crazy, blah, 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 blah.
Well, he's threatened Bill Mitchell physically. In fact, he has threatened Bill Mitchell's life.
No, I did not. I did not. I did not. He threatened his own life to make it look like me, because for whatever, to gain leverage with other people. I don't know. He figured what he knows that my Missile Command score is genuine.
No matter what I say, it draws controversy. It's sort of like the abortion issue. If you're for it, you're a son of a gun. If you're against it, you're a son of a gun.
Aïe 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 aïe.
Aïe, je suis sensible.
I'm not God. I don't have all the answers. So I have to be careful how I share my opinions.
so Roy just was trying to help me out, and I accepted his offer. I just, you know, it's just too bad that association with him, I never thought that would hurt me.
We couldn't accept a pretender board, so to speak. So we couldn't accept the score.
I would encourage Steve just to leave that board behind, leave Roy behind, and only play on other Donkey Kong machines, like the one at Fun Spot, for example.
To me, most importantly, is you travel to a sanctioned location like Fun Spot. That makes it official. If tomorrow Tiger Woods goes and he golfs a 59, big deal. If he does that at Augusta, that's where it counts.
He's never really asserted himself in a way that I think he should.
It's been just disappointed so many times where you just kind of like throw your hands up and go, well, let's move on to the next thing.
Everything would have fell right into place, but he forgot about one thing. About me convincing Steve Wiebe not to be a chump, talking him out of chumpatizing himself.
I didn't think twice about sending him to back east. It was like, absolutely, go kick some ass.
Hi, my name's Justine Barker, and I am Miss Winnipesaukee. I would like to welcome you to the 7th Annual American Classic Arcade Museum Tournament at Fun Spot.
Fun Spot has become the best recognized place worldwide for those who want to set a world record on a classic game.
Fun Spot is the
télécharger VOD.
classic arcade game.
On est plus à ça après les mecs.
It's awesome.
Fun Spot.
Un peu de VOD de 10 heures la cut.
Comes and meets with the superstars.
That's what you don't see maybe a lot of DDG, which is gorgeous if you don't know, girls who are playing the games.
The world's best players of classic games are coming here to do what they do best, play well.
La musique est entraînante quand même.
Ah, lui, il est pas content, lui. Il a pas bien joué.
Very recently, just a few months back, I turned 30 and I retired. and I moved here to New Hampshire, and I live right close to Fun Spot. I play games at Fun Spot every day now. I'm going to have 10 pieces of well-done bacon. I'm going to have 4 hard-boiled eggs. I'm going to have 3 pancakes, and hopefully play some great games.
Here I'm in my garage. We're going to give Billy Mitchell a call, see if he's up to a challenge at Fun Spot. Let's go ahead and dial him up.
Putain, il y a des images.
Bill Mitchell, I'm sorry I'm unable to take your call. Please leave your name and phone number. I'll call you back as soon as possible. Thank you.
At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording,
I've got
please
a
hang up
phone
or
message
press
here.
1 for more options.
Hey, Billy, this is Steve Levy. Just calling to see how you're doing. Hope everything's okay with you. Just seeing what your plans are for Fun Spot. Walter Day invited me out there, and I was just wondering if it'd be cool if we could maybe have a kind of friendly competition thing.
Friendly, je suis pas sûr, lui, il a l'air d'être trop sérieux dans le
I help a
délire.
lot of people who want to go to contests. When I look at different people who are my favorites, who I'd want to help, she's at the top of the list.
Surprise!
And at the ripe age of 80, she's going to go to Fun Spot, and she's going to set a world record on Q*bert.
Okay.
That's the challenge.
All right.
Is it agreed?
Yeah.
All right.
We have a Donkey Kong machine here that Fun Spot purchased, and it's your issue. And it might even be a little bit tougher to play here. People complain about getting too many wild barrels. And although it's totally a random element, if you're going to set a score, you come to Fun Spot, set it on their Donkey Kong that everybody knows about.
They won't give me my record, so they've urged me to come out and do it live, and I think it's cooler to do it live too, so.
Pretty interesting about Donkey
Il est trop chill.
because I am a serious contender on Donkey Kong. I've been trying to actually beat the score that Billy Mitchell got back in 1982.
Nicole, she was stressing about being home this weekend with the kids without me. She's probably getting sick of the Donkey Kong thing. It doesn't seem to die.
This is a big weekend, and I'm really hoping that this fella shows up because, he'd like to tell you that he's the Donkey Kong champion. And the fact of the matter is, all of us have not seen him play Donkey Kong.
No one really noticed me at first. I was kind of looking to see who I'd pay the money to get in the tournament. Signed in. I recognized Robert Mierzak.
Zach is about 30 seconds away from dying.
So I just pretty much walked over to the Donkey Kong machine.
Okay, we might have a good story. It looks like the mysterious player from the West Coast, Steve Wiebe, is here and playing Donkey Kong. So maybe I'm going to stop watching the tournament and we'll go over see him.
Hey, Walter.
You did it, man. Good to see you. I'm really glad you came.
Yeah. It's a long plane ride.
I don't want to divide your attention too much. Is Roy coming?
No, I don't believe so. He didn't say anything to me unless he...
When did you last talk to him?
Probably a week or a few days ago.
Steve, apparently, as I understand, is here right now to prove to everyone that he's got what it takes. But with Donkey Kong, it's, you could get bad luck with the barrels. You can get bad luck with the fireballs, with the conveyor belts, with the elevators, because that's a tough machine. These people think that the machine is possessed. Really, even Bill thinks it's possessed. But if Steve can pull off 850,000 or higher in the machine, that's a good score.
Well, Billy Mitchell's the champion. I guess that makes me the prodigy. So we've got the prodigy against the newcomer. You can really make a comparison between an athletic event and this, because this is 4 days of really of alertness and paying attention, and not as hard as doing a decathlon or a triathlon, but still very, very hard.
On a déjà fait quasiment la moitié. Toujours en vide pour ta part?
Ouais, toujours là. Je regarde avec attention.
That's Fun Spot. Hello. Hey, Brian, how you doing?
Steve Wiebe walked in, so I've been over at the Donkey Kong the whole time.
What do you think?
I'm going to be, playing over Steve Wiebe's shoulder.
C'est une mission dans le secret.
Bye.
C'est trop grave.
Brian Koo came over and was one of the guys that came to my house that fateful afternoon to check out my machine.
We're about to pass 520,000 on one man. So we really have have a memorable game here at the Fun Spot tournament. And maybe I'll skip dinner and squeeze in a game, and we'll come back with a score on there.
Right in, Brian?
Yep.
That ape is very, very cunning, and he will do what he needs to stop him.
I couldn't get up fast enough, and it got me on the left. Yeah. I scored 229,000 points. Pretty weak game considering I played a few already. A little bit half than what Steve scored. And Steve's up again.
Je suis à battre.
Mais Steve, moi je l'adore ce type. Hein.
Ouais, Steve il est trop chill, il mérite trop de gagner, frère. Il a toujours fail. Voilà, c'est son moment.
Après, je pense que c'est un Underman, frère. C'est Slenderman littéralement.
Ouais, regarde-le. Hyper bon, frère. Ouais, c'est une hyper petite.
Je pense que c'est les deux. Il a l'air très grand.
We're not going to lose. We're not going to be disappointed. We're going there to win. But I have one project, one thing far more important. What I need you to deliver is this.
What is this?
This is a score that they've wanted to see for a long time, and I've held it for all too long. You give it to Robert or you give it to Walter. You can lose your luggage, but don't lose the tape. Okay? I'm doing it just for the fun of it. When I do an actual score, I'll do it in person.
He's a very devious person. He works things out to his ends very well.
Il kiffe trop.
We're really seeing a great game here. It almost
Il ressemble à Michael J. Fox, lui. Le mec dans le retour au futur, l'acteur. Qui joue Marty. Non, le Steve.
Steve is still
Yeah,
going.
je sais pas, peut-être. Je l'ai pas regardé.
Yeah. Attends. Merde.
Il est cool.
Steve is still going here.
Genre. Putain. Attends, j'arrive plus à cliquer sur les trucs là. Plus c'est dans Micro. Wesh, G-Fox, tu l'as entendu?
Non.
Il y a le train qui a klaxonné.
Ok.
Je sais pas quelle photo montrer, mais.
Ouais, c'est léger, il y a un petit air. Je vois ce que tu veux dire. Il y a un petit air, mais.
Clairement, lui. Il a un mâchoire un peu moins marqué que lui, mais c'est tout. Il a pas la même coupe, mais si. Si.
Il est en train de tout noter, mon gars.
J'ai pression là, il y a un mec bizarre qui le note derrière.
Ouais. Oh, tu veux performer, frère.
Steve Wiebe is on his second man. He's at 696,000.
Ça se voit, il est pas bien.
What? This is Steve Weed.
I won't bother you anymore.
No problem, yeah.
Stay tight.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
He could beat it if he'd have to have a really good game. I don't think he knows the tricks that Billy knows, but I hear he's very good on the escalator stage.
Okay, well, right now, Steve
Ouais,
Weed
ça m'aurait l'air
has 870,000 points on an active game of Donkey Kong. If he clears a few more boards, he's going to have a shot at getting to the kill screen. As far as I know, no one's ever achieved a kill screen on the Donkey Kong machine at FunSpot.
Numerous classic games that all have something in common. They have an end
Je crois que j'avais
to
une
the
vidéo
gameplay.
sur le kill screen de Donkey Kong où genre il y a des gens qui réussissent à passer quelques tableaux sur le kill screen, genre en utilisant des techniques et tout.
Ah ouais? Putain.
Ouais, maintenant, genre, c'est avancé et tout.
for the final
Du coup,
board.
ils ont
And it's
battu un peu
called the
le
kill
record
screen
suprême,
because
quoi.
basically there's no way to finish the level. That some sort of random data or code inside the program ends up getting used for what you see on the screen. Donkey Kong is really strange in that it actually lets you play the kill screen level for maybe 5 seconds or so. Everything looks normal, and then suddenly Mario just up and dies on you.
Yeah.
The people who could get, besides myself, that have been seen getting to the end of Donkey Kong. Gee, now that I think about it, I don't think anybody has.
Ça doit être terriblement stressant. En plus, tu te rappelles
If
ton
anybody
record
wants
et
to
tout.
see, there's a Donkey Kong
Il y a
kill
combien-
screen coming up.
Il y a
There's
combien,
a
Billy
Donkey Kong kill
Mitchell?
screen coming up if anybody wants to watch.
8000,
You gotta be able to perform in the show
8000,
with
non,
someone who's a
800 000,
contender.
74 000, un truc comme ça.
8074 000, t'as dit.
800 000. 800 000.
Il est à 800 000. Mais attends, là, il est pas 800 000
Si,
aussi,
mais
Steve.
je crois qu'il va le battre.
Ok.
Staring straight at you, staring at the game, possibly even playing mind games with you. I mean, it's part of being a champion. You have to overcome it. There's a Donkey Kong kill screen if you want to watch.
I can tell he's not on my side. He's a disciple of Billy.
This is, he's going to have to play it perfectly. He's at the hardest part of Donkey Kong, and it's not going to get any easier. So we may have an exciting moment here, or the pressure may get to him. One of those random elements might happen. Sounds like he just cleared another board, but we could have a wild barrel or some aggressive fireballs. I thought I was going to be the first fun spot kill screen, and then I had 3 fireballs trap me. I had the hammer in my hand. They still got me.
Il raconte
So anything can happen in Donkey Kong. So for someone else to beat me to the kill screen would be a letdown. But let's see what happens. Maybe he'll crack under the pressure, and maybe I'll get my chance to do it first. There's a Donkey Kong kill screen might be coming up if anybody wants to see.
Il a retenu
Hey
tout le
Todd,
temps.
if you're interested, there might be a Donkey Kong kill
Il
screen.
veut juste ramener un maximum de pression sur lui.
Ouais, c'est un bâtard. Regarde, il a ramené toute la salle.
I think the energy kind of picked me up. I was feeling kind of like a zombie in the middle of the game.
Tu m'étonnes.
But towards the end, I got, a little bit of a natural rush going from the crowd and
Il lui a juste donné de la force.
Ouais.
over the top to complete the game.
Oh, il a...
Kill screen kicked in.
Wow.
This is
Il
the
a battu.
highest Donkey Kong score
Ouais,
done in
2h27
public.
de jeu.
Walter Day
C'est
stated that
dingue.
this,
Nous, on a fait 7 heures de stream, donc je vois pas la difficulté.
and this is the first kill screen achieved on FunSpot's machine. Steve Wiebe has become the 3rd person to reach Donkey Kong's kill screen.
This is completely hard
Il est complètement le
verification, you
seul.
know what I mean? There's nothing stronger than having it be done in front of a crowd. The process stands for itself. He did it in front of all of us, but this solves any kind of doubt that there could ever been.
Now you'll get all the accolades you deserve, and that's
Bravo.
the way it is. But
Il mérite, man.
you're showing you redeemed yourself in that way, coming out and playing. So it's good. And I guess there was kind of like an impromptu press conference
Mitchell qui
after
devait être en
that.
train de faire un AVC, frère, chez lui.
Steve Wiebe, there were cameras on the crowd looking at Steve Wiebe. I didn't get an exact count of the people. There were a lot of other witnesses in the crowd and people watching it. So, we have a verified score on a legitimate Donkey Kong machine for Steve Wiebe now.
We just got off the internet where I logged on the front page of the Twin Galaxies website the news story that Steve Wiebe just scored 985,600 points, which essentially is the officially recognized first place score on the website. So he's been announced as the world champion. We'll see what happens now with Steve.
Mais même lui, là, il vient de PB en fait. Non?
Ah oui, il a fait de fou.
Thank you.
Putain.
I think it hit him pretty hard.
Thank you for volunteering your phone. This was an important call too.
I understand that.
Après, il a 30 ans, donc, voire plus. Donc,
Ouais.
en vrai, il est serein, tu vois, il s'en branle. Il a une vie, ok.
Yeah, he said now his playing out the tape that he submitted is more important than ever. I guess don't share that with anybody, but
obviously.
Il y a quoi sur sa cassette? Il a pas fait un score, je sais pas.
invitation only list. And
Il avait tout préparé, mec, c'est le plot twist.
Mais c'est ça en fait, je crois, parce que il a donné une cassette et tout en disant que c'est le record et tout, mais c'est le record.
Ça se trouve, il a fait 20 millions de points, mon gars.
Ouais, on sait pas en fait.
Who's there, like Todd and Dwayne?
Yeah.
What I mean is probably a good idea, like if I say hi to Todd.
Actually, would you believe he's in the middle of a Ladybug game? I don't think we'd want to interrupt. We have a Ladybug cabaret in the cabin, and Todd's got a score going.
Okay, we're going to get Walter on the phone.
A couple hours ago, we were all up at Fun Spot, and Brian Koo said that Billy had a delivery for us here at the cabin. He's kind of like really good friends with Billy. He talks to him all the time. He said everybody's going to want to see what's on the tape.
Brian Koo is there. He knows everything to do with the tape. He knows to guard the tape with his life. I explained to him he could lose his life, but don't lose the tape.
Who wants to hear the announcement? So even in Florida, the long arm of Billy Mitchell has reached in here to Fun Spot 7 to cause more interesting developments. Now, we're going to start on this TV screen, the videotape, and essentially, if Steve Wiebe or Brian Koo or anybody else can also beat the score on that tape by about 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, he'll give them $10,000, okay? And we know Billy Mitchell can pay these promises too, okay?
So
Oui.
Trying to get 1 million live, he has it set out so people at Fun Spot can gather around and look at his tape.
Okay, here we are. We got cameras on the screen, cameras on the crowd.
Non, mais comment ils peuvent valider que c'est bon?
998-2.
Comment ils peuvent valider que... Pourquoi là, il le croit, Billy Mitchell, tu vois? Alors qu'ils ne croient pas...
Du verbe crever?
Ouais, ils croient pas Steve.
Je sais pas, c'est Billy.
C'est Billy.
Everybody's looking, every camera's on here. We're not going to miss this for anything.
Parce que là, il a le record, alors... Ouais, je sais pas, ouais, je sais pas.
I don't think there's any distraction that can pull everyone away right now.
Mais tu sais, il dit ça comme si... Les gens autour l'entendaient pas.
Ouais, c'est une dingue.
Oh, and look at that.
Il y a tous les gros débiles là, autour de ton écran.
We have
the focus.
million-point game of Donkey Kong, and the score reads 0, 6 zeros all the way
Oui,
across.
bah oui, allez.
Not even Helen of Troy had that much attention.
Kind of steal
a joué la
the show
constipation, ce
and
connard.
there is kind of the way they, were kind of diffusing what I was going for, and hyping up Billy's, videotape.
1,047,200 points is the highest score any I've ever seen.
I don't know, I suppose Walter's got to get in that office to that computer now, doesn't he? Okay, go ahead and hand Walter the phone real quick.
Hi, Billy. Pretty good. It's all been wonderful. Billy's probably the closest person to being a Jedi of any of the players, and he refers to it with humor as Obi-Wan Kenobiing people.
Can I see some of Billy's tape?
What?
Did Billy mind if I saw it?
No, I can't show you the tape. It was
he didn't want me to.
one play on
By Steve Wiebe not having the opportunity to view anything that Bill Mitchell does, I mean, Bill Mitchell plays at a great advantage.
When Billy Mitchell is watching Steve's world record winning tapes, he's in a position to study Steve's technique.
When the man says, I want to see your papers, and Obi-Wan Kenobi goes, you don't need to see our papers. And suddenly the guy says, you can go, I don't need to see your papers. Okay, so let me ask you this, because I want to make sure that I'm understanding what you're getting at. Are you officially submitting the score?
You saw the tape, which is no doubt a copy, because I'm sure he didn't send the master. He's going to send a copy or the master to Rob Murchek, who is the chief referee of Twin Galaxies.
I try to promote Twin Galaxies as integrity above all. I will do that with my dying breath. And if a gamer knowingly cheats or tries to pull one past us, we will make sure that the score is not recognized.
Robert was noting the tape jumped from score to score. How did that happen?
Did the gamer pause at any time? Illegal glitches or glitch abuse.
Okay, so that's a copy, obviously. That's why it's so kind of blurry sometimes on the left side. Okay, well, you kept impressing on us that you weren't submitting it.
Did they cheat? Did they pause the game after the load up for the purpose of using a flying erase head to then reload the game at different settings? I gotta look for things like that.
This tape may be done in a week and a half, to answer your question.
So I think it's an acceptable score. Let me go see if I can put that on the website, okay?
All these wonderful games are fixed.
Ah, ça va faire des dents.
Walter is entering this into the internet as we speak.
Well, Billy Mitchell is being upgraded. We're officially submitting his score.
1,047,000. And how much, Billy?
Was it 200 or 300?
200.
That's what I thought.
Fraction of a second. Red on the barrels, yeah. It's kind of ironic that he was a guy that pushed for live scores all the time. And now here I am at Fun Spot, busting my ass to get a live score, and he just submits tape scores now and then gets the record.
C'est vrai que c'est ironique.
World Record Headquarters, can I help you?
If this score, this Donkey Kong defines Billy Mitchell, then why could he not find time in his life to go to Fun Spot? Steve did. Steve has a job, Steve has a family, Steve has kids, he went. Why can't Billy?
I think he feels that pressure to meet people's expectations of him. And he puts a lot of pressure on himself, and if he doesn't succeed, I think he feels like he's failed.
Il est tombé contre une grosse merde. Je parle de Billy.
Feels
Ah
like
oui, Billy, ouais.
If I were to break 1 million, he wanted to maybe show that, you know, I've already done it, because no one knows that I've done it too.
Quelqu'un est genre 2006.
I haven't really thought too much about, you know, the controversy. I've kind of let it go since I went to Fun Spot, did my best, got my score up. I've been killing myself with school, 12 to 14 hours, prepping 3 classes and grading. Every day after school, I'm just there till 8.
A lot of my songs are like big rock songs with lots of guitars in them, lots of layers of vocals. Here's one called 3 Lies. I'm going to sing this to you guys in the midst of this cold summer day. This is who I really am. I'm some guy out there who's supposed to be an artist who's up there just getting wild and crazy.
Didn't I tell you, never not to lie?
Because I'm being Mr. Scorekeeper. And I've been doing it for 25 years, so there's all these automaton things that get turned on. Okay, yes, and the reason for this is that,
score, mon gars,
the reason for that is this, you know, and then I'm ready to let it go.
Lies are more than plenty, but 3 lies I'll probably be saying goodbye, love.
No matter how many people get involved in it, it's still my child, because it came right out of my psyche, you know. But still, the others are more attached to it, and they believe they need it more. Part of the reason I'm still here doing it is for them to help them have the benefit of this, or the happiness of this, so that they can go on and continue to benefit people. Because it's in such a place that I don't have to do Twin Galaxies, but I really would like to see it have closure that's positive. Oh boy, I got cold fingers. It's cold.
I often have people ask me what my handle is, what my 3 initials are. I mean, come on. I tell people, look at me. What do you think my 3 initials were? If you don't know, you're not looking hard enough.
TIE?
No. Which one was I wearing yesterday?
The American.
USA?
USA. So I had Latin friends and I had Canadian friends, and I always had to keep the Americans on top.
Ah oui. Ça, oui, ça.
Hi, the message for Walter. This is Craig, when they calling from Guinness World Records.
Guinness from England called. They want me to call him back immediately.
Hello, Craig speaking.
Craig, this is Walter Day with Twin Galaxies. How are you? They're announcing to the world that they trust everything we do and that they rely on everything we do as being true and honest, and so that's why they're going with us as
Ouais, le
the
casque à
official
l'époque.
scorekeepers and providers of
C'est le top
electronic
du top, hein.
content
Ouais.
for their upcoming books.
It's become very complicated.
Si on avait fait ce stream en 2006, t'aurais eu le casque comme ça.
Everything there is to know about
Casque Xbox 360 là.
was for us a godsend.
Since older people also read your book, a certain number of people would care what the world record is on Donkey Kong. We look forward to being a part of Guinness.
Yeah, listen, we're going to be
Calot, mon gars.
working with Twin Galaxies.
You just recorded a big piece of Twin Galaxies history, you know? You saw what I said. They're announcing to the world we're the official scorekeepers, and people have to be verified by us. Wait until you see the poster upstairs I just did to turn the process of submitting to Guinness into a contest.
When you want to put a score up and you want to have a title of world champion, you're competing against everybody in the world. You want a title for your own living room? Man, I'll send you that title. Your own arcade? Man, I'll sign it and I'll make up a paper and I'll send you a plaque. You want your name in the Guinness Book of World Records and then the Twin Galaxies International Scoreboard? You have to earn it. I have to earn it. There's a lot of scores I've
Il fait
gotten.
trop... En fait, il m'énerve trop, il fait trop le mec alors
And when
qu'il
the time comes
a
and the
triché
pressure's
là.
that hard,
Que de la gueule.
I'll have to do it in a public forum.
Que de la gueule,
as I always
exactement.
have.
What if I told you that the Guinness Book of World Records has asked Twin Galaxies to provide 6 to 10 classic scores for them for the 2007 edition?
Is that truthful?
The deadline's April 20th.
Is that true? Then we better get practicing.
Et retour en place.
The thing to do is to,
En champion.
yeah, go somewhere and break 1,047 live. That would be
Parce que là, il a pas rejoué depuis 9 mois là.
the way to do it. For
pas,
sure,
hein.
you know, there would be no getting screwed over.
Après une petite pause, des fois, ça
I've
fait
been
pas
kicked
mal.
around like the
Ouais,
dog for so long. I don't trust referees.
This is
Ouais, mais faut reprendre au de la bête.
So they would have that inspiration.
But as far as my skills, I'm thinking.
Après, des fois, tu prends une pause et tu reviens avec tes meilleurs que...
Oh, c'est rare.
Si, si, non, je te jure, ça arrive beaucoup plus parce que tu perds tes mauvaises habitudes en
It's kind of
fait.
one of my
T'as
tougher
juste
students. He goes,
2-3 jours où c'est un peu chiant parce que tu dois enlever la poussière. Mais des fois, tu reviens
watch your language.
et tu fais genre un PB directement. Moi, ça m'arrive plein de fois avec Mario 64.
But if someone is going to break a classic arcade
Je pense
game
que tu
record,
reviens.
they're going to have to
Peut-être
come
les 2-3 premières runs, tu vas être assis, mais tu fais un
So I
PB,
can
hein, je pense.
be at my best, have him there. I was hoping Billy would be there so we could compete head to head. He's been always an advocate of live scores, but now he's all of a sudden Mr. Videotape.
It just, I mean, I know to win is like so important, but to blatantly do things that are against the rules and know in your heart that you didn't do it correctly and get credit for it, we know what kind of, is there any satisfaction in that? I don't see any.
In Billy Mitchell's, interesting world, Roy Schilt is his nemesis.
Yeah,
He, has restraining orders against him and thinks that by association, Steve is his disciple.
I just need one favor from you. I know it's of all you've done for me. I just need, give me a shot at it without you, kind of being my backbone. I need to kind of attack it by myself.
It says, good luck, Steve, in Donkey Kong.
knock him dead.
Sympa.
He will.
Work is for people who can't play video games. Billy Mitchell.
That's right.
Out of the entire global classic gaming hobby, there's one significant rivalry that's equivalent to the big rivalries in history. Yankees, Red Sox, Maris Mantle, Heckle and Jekyll, all the big rivalries in history. You know, this is up there on that level. So Billy Mitchell and Steve Wiebe are going for the top spot in the forthcoming Book of World Records on Donkey Kong.
Hello, Billy. This is Steve Wiebe. I really think we need to settle this thing. May the best man win. So we'll be seeing you next week. He knows I'm going to be there. It's just a skip away, hop, skip, and a jump from his house, so there's really no excuse for him not to be there.
Never leave home without it. How to win at Donkey Kong.
It's in Derek's bed. I never knew the Guinness World Record book was so. I never knew it was so important.
The Guinness. A lot of people are. Yeah, a lot of people read that book.
Some people sort of ruin their lives to be in there.
Y'a pas de temps, y'a pas de temps.
This is actually technically a weightlifting glove because I discovered in the 80s that you could buy a weightlifting glove which was fingerless, and I used it to play Marble Madness. See the double padding? Occasionally I use this to avoid calluses from certain joystick games. You can do Marble Madness at trackball all day long.
Enough.
Excuse me, guy. I got a celebrity in the car here. Can I cut in front of you? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize.
Did you get dropped off?
I got dropped off.
Was Billy driving?
Billy was driving.
Well, anyway, welcome to the Dodge City of video games.
Thank you, Walter. Happy to be here.
Okay, there's some out of there.
What do you need? In order, 693, 500, 733, 500, and then 780,000.
Okay. Yeah.
Et pourquoi il fait la salope comme ça, il vient pas?
Il va ramener sa cassette, laisse tomber.
This must be your wife then, is that right?
Yeah, Nicole.
I'm Steve Sanders.
Hi, I'm Nicole.
Nicole, pleased to meet you. And this is little Derek, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, well, I hope Billy can show up. The faster, yeah.
Derek.
I would love to see the two of you guys go head to head.
I'm afraid if he can't do it, he's going to beat himself up about it. I don't know if that's the forum in which he will be successful. I mean, I know he can be successful. I'm just afraid, what if it doesn't happen?
Bye, Derek.
Derek, give Daddy love.
What are you guys gonna do?
We're just gonna go home. Go swim.
I'm gonna go swimming. That sounds fun.
Let's go. Hi, thank you.
Yeah, the longer I wait, the more, pressing, I get more nervous. So if you do it the first night, that'd be great.
Steve Wiebe is a trooper. Steve Wiebe has come to 3 events to prove himself in the fire of in-person competition and under the stress of having all eyes on him.
Concentration.
Oh. Did you learn to play by yourself?
Yeah.
I'm very impressed. I'm very impressed because even Bill and I
Had to
help each
collaborate,
other.
yeah.
Is it Weeb or Weeby?
Weeby, that's all right.
Sorry.
Look, most Twin Galaxies call me Weeb, so.
Okay.
And that's a common mistake. It's either that or Wibe. But at least you got the correct pronunciation.
Steve Weeby is who I wanted to be when I grew up playing Donkey Kong. He's quite the player.
Everybody knows that the dice are loaded.
Allez. Il y a un petit air de Skyheart en fait.
Fingers crossed. Everybody knows the war is over. Everybody knows the good guys lost. Everybody knows the fight was fixed. The poor stay poor. The rich get rich. That's how it goes. Everybody knows.
Talk to Billy?
I talk to Billy every day. I had lunch with him today. And,
Do you know is there any percent he'll come in?
I don't think so.
He's too busy.
Well, he's
not prepped.
Not prepped is the thing.
But he knew it was coming. He could have prepped.
Well, maybe they'd like it if I lose. I gotta try losing sometime.
Oh, I can break 1,000,000. I've done it. I've been on pace. The 2 games I got to 850. I thought I was gonna do it, and I just got in a bind.
Is leaking. Everybody knows the captain lied. Everybody got this broken feeling like their father or their dog just died.
Does this have my name on the back or something?
What does it say?
It says you have a yearning for perfection.
Because he's in his own business, it's very flexible for him. He can go over to the school for events. He was at an Easter egg hunt the other day.
Because he'll come in the office someday and they'll say, geez, where's Billy today? Billy's not here.
I told him last night that he had to come, that there was no reason for him not to be here. He says, I have 15 reasons why I can't. I said, they're all BS. This is at 1:30 in the morning. I said, they're all BS because I have 15 reasons why you have to be here tomorrow.
He had a chance to play him in Fun Spot this year. He had a chance to play him in Pompano Beach. He had a chance to play him at California Extreme. That's 3 of them I can think of right there.
Why wouldn't he play against Steve?
Because he's afraid he's going to lose.
I traveled 3,000 miles to give myself a chance to get the world record and be in Guinness. I hope he can at least come 10 miles and put his game on the line. So you make the call.
Where are you?
All right, well, we're all here. We're all seated and getting ready to order, so. Okay, let me get down the list here. We got Todd Rogers and his girl. We got Sean, Sam, Jason, and okay, I have an announcement that unexpectedly and apparently, I don't know how it happened, but just this moment, Mark Oppinger and Steve Wiebe just walked in the door. They did not come with us. They just now came in by themselves.
That's fair, isn't it?
Il va plus sortir de chez lui en fait.
Il a peur maintenant.
Des espions et tout. Bien trop investi dans son mensonge.
Bill?
Yeah.
Well, you know, Mark and Steve showed up unexpectedly and uninvitedly, but hard to keep them away.
Yeah.
And Bill just doesn't want anything to do with him.
Yeah.
Oh. Saints, on s'y attendait pas.
He's got a plan, so when he comes out, because Billy is Billy, you know, and he's going to come out with a bang.
Well, Billy Mitchell always has a plan.
Il est sorti une Dakar.
He likes to keep secrets.
Yeah.
He likes surprising people. He likes people seeing him do the unexpected and say, "Oh boy, I didn't realize you were going to do something like that, Bill." That's how he is.
It's annoying when somebody's ahead of you. You know, when you're not the lead dog, the view doesn't change. And I always wanted the view, so.
He's got the Roy Schild excuse. He's got, you know, he's not going to show up.
I've heard a lot of talk of Billy Mitchell, and I've heard a lot of talk of strange videos, but I haven't heard much in the way of him getting in front of a
Bizarre.
crew of people and
Bizarre.
in front of people. I
On se demande pourquoi. Hein.
Maybe he did that 25 years ago, but I haven't heard him doing it lately, and it makes you wonder why not.
Oh, regarde qui est là.
C'est mais embrassez-vous directement. Roulez-vous une pelle.
C'est la réalité de l'année.
Il l'a eu. Et là il débranche sa borne. C'est juste vraiment il va ruiner sa vie. Ah fuck, there's electricity emergency.
There is fire in the building.
Ah ouais.
Hey, Billy.
Bah, pas de bonjour.
Too much time, but
Aïe aïe aïe. Tiens, il a ramené sa gadget. Il veut trop perturber ce trou de merde. Il lui ruine sa vie à ce type. Casse les couilles, genre.
Video games are meant to be played in a competitive environment, under pressure, organized, where you have to perform literally on demand.
Have you ever seen your husband compete head-to-head in video games?
Never. Never.
And when you do that, you have far more credibility than someone who says, oh, I did that last week. No matter how good you play tennis, no matter how good you play golf, if you don't play when you have to play, if you don't play when the pressure's on, you're really not good enough.
Mais attends, le culot, il fait ses records chez lui.
I can handle losing if he would at least compete against me. I'm not afraid to lose. I'm just some no-name guy from Washington. Billy's trying to live up to this image of being the greatest ever, and so he's afraid that if he loses, that's going to tarnish him.
Yeah, that was a game before this.
Il se barre.
Artifact of the past.
Ah, c'est une partie.
Il est juste venu dire bonjour à des gens, mettre la pression sur la partie.
The fatigue's starting to set in, just mentally, just.
Ouais, moi aussi, la fatigue se fait sentir.
Ouais, d'accord, moi aussi. Quand tu joues 10 heures par jour, on va forcément.
On va prendre doucement avec les gosses dénudés, moi je commence à avoir peur.
Ouais, moi je suis prêt à appuyer sur le bouton pour monter la fenêtre.
On dirait les plans de Elon Musk à la mer, les images spatiaux.
Ouais, c'est là.
Steve Wiebe, I think, is a very straight shooter.
This is the last days.
I think that he gets influenced sometimes by people, and that's probably one of his lessons, to be stronger in himself. You know what I mean? We all have lessons.
Thanks. Yeah, I'm gonna break.
So this will be your last start.
Last start?
Near the end,
Okay.
officially stopped everybody.
Okay. Here it is. This is the last shot.
Je pense qu'il va battre ou il va flop misérablement. Il est flop.
Oh, let's go, mais ça c'est frame perfect ça.
Ouais, ça a l'air tellement dur. Morale de l'histoire, donnez-vous à fond, vous serez toujours un loser comparé au mec qui triche et qui la pète.
I'm done. It's so heartbreaking. I guess it's not even about Donkey Kong anymore. Just I don't know, it's become
modern game.
Just a game and trying to get a score recognized.
in trying to beat this empire that I'm trying to break through and get a fair chance.
He is not cunning and manipulative and mean. He is a decent person at heart. In the end, that's all that matters.
In a funny sort of way, it's like being the king and having the advisors speak their opinions, but then trying to choose the right answer and the right path of action based on the advice. I think that Steve Wiebe has to be viewed on his own merit and not on anything alleged which may have happened. Steve Wiebe feels fine to me, doesn't he to you? Steve Wiebe, could you come up here?
Hey, Walter, say that again. It's Steve Wiebe.
Is it Steve Wiebe?
Yeah, Wiebe.
All right.
That's okay.
For some reason, I keep thinking it's Wiebe, sorry. The thing about Steve is special. Steve has gone through a long history that don't need to burden you with, but I just wanted to tell you that I want to congratulate you and shake your hand again, that as far as I'm concerned, you are a top player worthy of the highest regard from Twin Galaxies, and we're very honored to receive your videotapes at any time you want to record them as Send Us to, because we think your skill set is on the highest level, and you're a member of the family, and you're great.
Thank you
and
very much.
So you're okay. You're great. You're a great performer.
No.
I can only speak for myself, but I talked with Steve,
Voilà.
I talked to his wife, I talked to his kids, I met with him, talked to him in detail, and speaking for myself, I have no question about his integrity, his ability, or anything else. I mean, he's proven himself not just as a Donkey Kong player, but really as a person of somebody who really desires to do the right thing.
You agree with? I mean, I'm not familiar enough with the situation.
Honnête.
Regarde la tête qu'il fait, gros. C'est une trahison.
Après, au moins, il l'a pas descendu, hein. Il était honnête, il le connaît pas, il veut pas le voir.
I hope people will remember, you know, this empty name tag here.
Il me fait penser à Cœur de Vandale.
After I returned back from the trip, Walter emailed me and had these words. Steve, your Donkey Kong accomplishment was fantastic. After soul searching, we at Twin Galaxies wish to apologize to you for such inconsiderate treatment. We look forward to your future exploits and are excited about the amazing high score breakthroughs you will be bringing to the Donkey Kong community. Blessings and friendship, Walter Day. So that's his
Ça, c'était un
the
bon
way
quand
he
même.
wanted to bring peace to this situation.
He was searching, you know, he wanted something, and I wanted that for him because I wanted him to be happy. So now I see that. Don't do
Le score en direct de Steve n'a pas été battu. Il joue toujours dans son garage. Le score de la cassette de Billy Mitchell a été soumis au Guinness 2007. Mais... Ah, il le savait déjà à l'époque?
Ouais, peut-être.
Je pense pas, hein. Le 3 août 2006, Steve Wiebe atteint 1 049 000 points. Nouveau record de Donkey Kong. Il détient les 2 records du monde en direct et enregistré. Incroyable. Bon, on se souvient pas de lui, quoi, c'est ça qui est dommage quand même. Moi je me souvenais absolument pas de son blaze. Incroyable. C'est la fin. Ok, moi je vais pisser. Et après, ouais, on se met ça. Juste là, j'ai trop envie de pisser.
Vas-y, bonne pisse. Moi, je vais juste aller chercher un truc à manger aussi. Et dire bonjour au daron. Je reviens. Heureux les mecs. C'est insupportable, je pense que vous entendez pas, mais j'ai des énormes travaux chez moi, c'est insupportable.
Ok.
Ouais, ouais.
T'as comblé un peu.
Non, bah, je suis parti voir mes darons, leur dire bonjour, quoi.
Magnifique.
Et me chercher un petit truc à manger parce que j'avais faim.
J'ai plus rien à grailler. Que des yaourts. J'en ai déjà bouffé 2-3 là. Donc, juste, je vais noter le docu. Non, en vrai, pour l'instant, je mets 3,50. Mais on va voir si Cross me fait changer d'avis, me fait augmenter la note, ce qui a de grandes chances d'arriver, objectivement.
Connaissant ton amour pour Karim Debache.
Vraiment, ça a de grandes chances. Cross, King of Kong. Petit react en plus.
Ça dure 10 minutes.
2 millions.
15 minutes.
2 millions.
Salut à tous.
20 mars 2013, les amis.
C'est insupportable, mec, il y a des travaux chez moi, c'est insupportable.
Putain, comment tu vas faire pour dormir?
Non, mais c'est bon, ils sont partis.
Salut à tous, c'est Karim Debache pour un nouveau
Allez. Je mets en full screen.
Allez, on est
épisode de
parti.
Cross et aujourd'hui est un jour très spécial et ce pour plusieurs raisons. Je sais que vous attendiez ça depuis longtemps. Aujourd'hui, on va s'intéresser à un bon film. Un bon film? Un bon film.
Épisode combien? Le 4.
Il y a plus? Oui. Aujourd'hui, je vous propose également
T'as déjà vu Cross, toi?
de connaître nous, équipe de Cross, au travers d'un petit reportage qui a été tourné pendant le processus de production d'un épisode. Elle est pas belle la vie? Oh que si.
Putain, énorme. C'est épisode en mode... Ouais, voilà. J'ai vu, putain... J'ai vu la première saison en plus. The Office. C'est un peu fort. T'es loin de ton micro là, non?
De quoi?
T'es pas loin de ton micro?
Ah oui, et le film en question c'est King of Kong.
C'est pas devant.
Donc King of Kong est un film documentaire américain sorti le 17 août 2007 aux États-Unis et réalisé par Seth Gordon. Le film devait à l'origine s'intéresser globalement au phénomène de la compétition dans le jeu vidéo, mais prit une direction inattendue pendant le tournage. Pourquoi? Parce que Billy Mitchell.
Ouais, bien.
Billy Mitchell. Billy, putain de Mitchell. C'est qui? C'est lui. Billy Mitchell est probablement un des joueurs d'arcade les plus populaires de l'histoire du jeu vidéo. Il est le premier à avoir réussi un score parfait à Pac-Man et il a détenu, au fil des années, plusieurs records du monde, notamment sur des jeux comme Burger Time, Centipede et, ce qui nous intéresse aujourd'hui, Donkey Kong, un jeu sur lequel il a établi un record mondial en 1982, en plein âge d'or du jeu d'arcade. Et là, vous vous dites, waouh, il déchire Billy Mitchell. Pas exactement. Billy Mitchell était un joueur de flipper qui ne s'intéressait pas vraiment aux jeux vidéo jusqu'à ce qu'il se rende compte que le jeu vidéo pouvait le rendre encore plus célèbre. Alors entendons-nous bien, il s'agit là non pas d'un personnage de fiction, mais d'une vraie personne que je ne connais bien évidemment pas personnellement. Je vais donc prendre un maximum de précautions.
C'est terrible.
Ceci étant dit, si le quart de ce qui est montré dans ce documentaire est vrai, Billy Mitchell est un effroyable être humain. froid, calculateur, mythomane, égocentrique, narcissique et patriote à l'extrême, la description qui est faite de lui fascine autant qu'elle répugne et le film vaut déjà le coup juste pour ça.
He's a winner. Billy Mitchell is absolutely a winner.
Ouais, Hugo et Gilles, c'est des gros bosseurs. Je comprends pas toujours tout ce qu'ils font, mais ils bossent. Ils en abattent du boulot. Ça, si le boulot était un arbre, ce serait de vrais bûcherons.
Le son, c'est quelque chose d'extrêmement important. S'il n'y a pas de son, qu'est-ce qu'on fait? Où on est? On est dans le muet, on est dans le noir et blanc, on est dans Chaplin. C'est pas possible. On peut pas faire ça. Pas dans une chronique, pas sur jeuxvideo.com. Alors qu'est-ce qu'on fait? Comment ça marche? J'utilise un Shops CMC5. Je le relie.
Ça coûte super cher.
Un enregistreur multipiste. Bonjour. Après, cet enregistreur, évidemment, est relié à un câble et qui est relié à un casque. En général, c'est moi, là, c'est Karim.
Je suis arrivé sur le plateau, c'était un peu le chantier. J'ai écouté, j'ai regardé. Et ça y est, ça m'est venu. Je me suis dit non. Un 800 watts sur un pied de mille, tout nu, en réflexion. Ça a marché, hein, ça a marché.
Retour au film donc, qui nous raconte comment Steve Wiebe, père de famille, professeur de sciences et musicien amateur, décide un jour d'essayer de faire tomber le record de Billy Mitchell sur Donkey Kong. La première partie est donc consacrée à la tentative de Wiebe, qui nous est présenté comme un éternel loser, talentueux mais juste pas assez pour avoir son quart d'heure de gloire. Bref, Steve Wiebe bosse comme un dingue pour faire péter le record et il y arrive. Oui! Bien joué Steve. Bien joué. Bon bah c'était un bon film. À dans 2 semaines. Bien sûr que non, c'est pas la fin, c'est même tout l'inverse, puisque c'est à partir de ce moment précis que le film devient génial. Michou, il a le potentiel pour devenir un grand monteur. Il n'en est pas encore là, il lui manque un peu de maturité, il lui manque le sens du rythme, l'hygiène corporelle aussi. Mais
l'hygiène corporelle pour ma part est compliquée.
C'est un peu comme un espèce de morceau de pâte à modeler, on peut tout faire avec, ça pourrait être la prochaine Vénus de Milo.
Étonné que tu dises le
Avec des
contraire.
bras. Là t'es un peu...
10h46.
T'es pop, j'aimerais que tu sois punk.
Moi, quand j'étais petit, je voulais être astronaute.
Ça a dû être dur de pas rire.
Coupe, c'est toi qui parles trop vite. Je parle pas trop vite, c'est toi qui entends trop lentement. Jérémy, c'est un mec formidable. Formidable. Mais j'ai aucune idée de pourquoi il est là.
J'ai un BEP vente option petits animaux de compagnie et...
Ils ont fait une fausse cravate.
Bon, Steve Wiebe envoie l'enregistrement de son score à Walter Dell, arbitre de référence pour ce qui est des scores de jeux vidéo, et le patron de l'organisation Twin Galaxies. Ah oui, il est aussi chanteur folk et fan de méditation transcendantale. Pour que le score de Steve soit validé, Walter Day doit soumettre sa performance à un jury, composé entre autres de Billy Mitchell. Billy Mitchell envoie donc 2 mecs désosser la bande de Steve Wiebe pour examiner la carte mère et vérifier que rien ne cloche. Ah, il est sympa ce Billy. On apprend alors que la carte mère en question a été offerte à Steve Wiebe par un nouveau personnage haut en couleur, Mr. Awesome. Bon, Mr. Awesome n'a qu'un minuscule rôle dans le film, en gros on sait juste qu'il est l'ennemi juré de Billy Mitchell et qu'il a offert à Steve cette borne dans le seul but de faire tomber le record de Billy. Mais vu que je me suis renseigné sur qui est Mr. Awesome, j'ai décidé de vous en montrer un peu plus. Voilà qui est Mr. Awesome.
Well, celebrity is a very subjective term. I believe that I should be like king for a day. Some of my statistics, including my sperm count and my IQ. Batman's got his vanity plates. Mr. Awesome's gotta have his. I'd say follow your dream. Don't give up. Follow your dream. Here's my phone number and my address for any women that need sperm.
Ok, même les scénaristes les plus fous de l'histoire de l'écriture n'auraient jamais pu créer des personnages aussi dingues. Vous êtes déjà dit en assistant à une situation singulière, si c'était dans un film, j'y croirais pas. King of Kong est bourré, rempli à ras-bord de moments comme ça. L'étalonnage, c'est une phase essentielle au processus de production. En gros, quand vous tournez, vous faites une image, et l'étalonnage, ça vous permet d'améliorer cette image, de changer un peu la couleur, de changer les contrastes, etc. Je sais pas, boost, sature à mort. Les rouges, surtout les peaux. Les peaux devraient être beaucoup plus lumineuses et beaucoup plus saturées. Pour que la carnation soit un peu plus organique. Tu vois? Là c'est bien, voilà. C'est comme si votre femme venait d'accoucher, Vous recevez votre bébé, tout va bien, c'est un garçon, mais il est juste un peu moche. Il n'est pas difforme, il n'est pas répugnant, il est juste un peu moche. Qu'est-ce que vous faites? Vous pouvez pas l'opérer, c'est un enfant. Vous pouvez pas le jeter, c'est illégal. Et ben au cinéma, on a Charles. Et Charles, c'est le meilleur des chirurgiens. Et il opère même les enfants. Bon, naturellement, le jury chargé de valider le score de Steve Wiebe...
Oui, on dirait... Lui, il était dans le film, mais attends, on dirait tellement celui qui a été ban là, non? Non, pas Angry Box. Mango.
Ah,
Il
pas
était vert.
Finalement, le jury chargé de valider le score de Steve Wiebe, qui je le rappelle contient Billy Mitchell, décide après analyse de la borne que la vidéo qu'a envoyée Wiebe n'est pas réglementaire et que son score ne sera pas pris en compte. Triste, triste monde. Billy Mitchell explique donc que pour faire un vrai score, il faut le faire en live.
If tomorrow Tiger Woods goes and he golfs at 59, big deal. If he does that at Augusta, that's where it counts.
Qu'à cela ne tienne, répond Steve Wiebe, je vais te foutre la honte en live. Fuck yeah. Donc Steve fonce à la salle d'arcade Funspot et refait tomber le record de Billy. Sauf que Billy avait prévu le coup et envoie une cassette à Funspot où il fait un score encore supérieur à celui de Steve. C'est une sexagénaire championne de Kubert qui se charge d'apporter la cassette. Oui, une championne de Kubert sexagénaire. Ce film est génial. Ce qui est très étrange avec Gilles, c'est que il a une obsession avec Jurassic Park. Je crois qu'il l'a vu 78 fois. Ce qui veut dire qu'il a passé 7 jours et demi devant Jurassic Park.
Et c'est alors que l'attaque survient. Il ne vient pas de face, mais par les côtés.
Ça c'est pas très grave, il y a des gens qui ont vu plein de films plein de fois, mais le truc étrange, c'est que j'ai l'impression qu'il essaye de ressembler à Jeff Goldblum.
Il fenlève et te la sert avec ça. Une griffe rétractile de 20 cm, coupante comme un rasoir sur le doigt du milieu.
Ce qui veut dire que souvent il me prend mes lunettes. Et il les met. Pendant qu'il bosse.
Il t'ouvre peut-être le ventre, qui déverse tes
Moi je vois pas sans
mais
mes
le pire
lunettes.
c'est que tu es vivant lorsqu'il te dévore.
Et moi je vois moins bien sans mes lunettes, et lui voit moins bien avec.
Vous prenez une idée, vous l'emballez dans un joli papier cadeau plastique, et vous le vendez.
Bon, je pourrais vous décrire les événements de King of Kong en long, en large et en travers, mais je m'y refuse, parce que le film mérite amplement 1h30 de votre temps. Alors je vous en supplie, procurez-vous le film d'une manière ou d'une autre et regardez-le. Ça vaut vraiment, vraiment le coup. Karim Debache? Oui. Tu nous as pas encore expliqué pourquoi c'était génial. Ah bah tu peux attendre 2 secondes s'il te plaît? King of Kong est un monument, déjà parce qu'il arrive à décrire avec une tendresse qui force le respect l'âge d'or du jeu d'arcade et les survivants de cette époque pré-crack de 83. Et juste pour ça, le film mérite toute votre attention. Mais c'est pas tout. Tous les personnages du film, et je dis bien tous les personnages du film, sont fascinants à observer. Pas seulement parce qu'ils sont passionnés de jeux vidéo, mais surtout parce que leur humanité transpire à l'écran de façon débordante.
I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do drugs. I play video games.
L'angle que choisit le film pour nous parler de jeux vidéo est très intéressant. Là où beaucoup de cinéastes se contentent d'observer le jeu vidéo avec cynisme et mépris, comme un épiphénomène de niche peuplé par une communauté incompréhensible de nerds attardés, King of Kong décide de lui porter un regard tendre et empathique, empruntant à la fiction son sens de l'intrigue et sa narration, multipliant ainsi les retournements de situation inattendus avec une virtuosité qui dépasse l'entendement.
The worst thing that could happen would be to give somebody the credibility of a score that doesn't deserve it.
Dans King of Kong, le jeu vidéo n'est pas un prétexte, il est vecteur de lien social et crée un contexte où se jouent des drames humains. Les gens filmés ne sont pas des superstars, ce sont des hommes qui, s'ils se montrent parfois conscients de la dimension dérisoire de leur passion, n'en demeurent pas moins sincères dans leur démarche, quitte à exposer à la face du monde leur côté le plus sombre. Dévorés par un ego démesuré, obsédés par la gloire et la reconnaissance sociale ou simplement en quête d'identité, les personnages de King of Kong émeuvent dans leur poursuite du high score et je défie même les plus cyniques d'entre vous de ne pas être touchés par le film. King of Kong est un chef-d'œuvre parce qu'il aime les gens qu'il filme, et c'est une qualité que beaucoup d'autres films qui parlent de jeux vidéo n'ont pas. Faites-moi confiance, regardez King of Kong.
C'est la fin de l'épisode déjà, et B c'est passé drôlement vite. J'ai
bah.
pas grand chose à dire de plus, hein, franchement. Magnifique.
De Potter, j'aurais même envie de dire.
Bien voilà, alors moi je vais noter ce petit film sur Letterboxd.
Eh ben, il est bientôt 11h, putain, j'avais pas vu.
Mais en vrai, ça passe vite quand même.
Le temps passe vite. Mais plus le temps avance, plus c'est dur, honnêtement.
Ouais.
Et ça va être de plus en plus dur. Je te conseille quand tu auras quitté le scrim d'aller faire une petite balade et tout, parce que ça va trop de l'énergie. Si tu restes inactif trop longtemps, ça va être dur pour toi.
Ouais, je pensais faire ça. Soit jouer à Rocket League, soit sortir.
Ouais. Peut-être notre plus grosse session stream à full time, hein. J'y pense.
Ah bah... En vrai, je sais pas parce que... Ouais, si, peut-être. Tu sais, on avait fait un stream Bed Wars il y a 6 ans, là, qui était bien long. Oh putain, frère, ça me choque carrément. J'avais oublié qu'on était mardi, il y a ma VOD qui est sortie il y a 1 heure.
Mais non.
Ah si,
C'est vrai.
sur Ocarina of Time, on fait un react 1h14, ma VOD. Il y a 2 mois, 3 mois, je sais pas. Peut-être 3 mois, attends, elle est sortie quand?
Du coup, tu vas avoir la mine qui est sortie aussi. Alors.
Attends, c'était même il y a 4 mois, elle est sortie celle le 30 janvier.
Et ouais, elle est sortie aussi. Ouais, non. Sympathique.
Tac.
Sympathiquement
Bon,
sympathique.
finalement, j'ai mis 4 étoiles parce que bon. Il m'a convaincu. Il m'a convaincu.
Et il a pas tort, il a pas tort.
Par contre, j'ai envie de voir à quoi il... Qu'est-ce qu'il est devenu Steve Weeby.
Oui, j'avoue. Il a 57 ans aujourd'hui. Pas cette année, il a 57 ans.
Stevie Weeby. C'est écrit comme ça. Petit Instagram. Magnifique. School teacher, musician, gamer.
Apparemment, il a détenu un record du 20 septembre 2010 au 10 janvier 2011.
Excellent. Excellent. Bah, on est fiers de lui, ça fait plaisir. Il a encore un Instagram, et je crois que c'est tout. Mais il a un Spotify ici, je crois.
Je crois qu'il a pas mis de record depuis 2006, quoi. Ah non, depuis 2010.
C'est déjà
Ouais.
ça. Si je cherche Steve Weeby. Non. Bah voilà la VOD les gars, on est mort hein. Et la bise la VOD.
On est fatigué.
Tu sais, elle est sortie My Story Beyond the King of Kong. Épisode 0, il y a 4 jours. Épisode 1, Chain Lightning. SM Drum Solo.
Sur quoi, sur Insta?
Non, sur YouTube.
Ah ouais? Il est bientôt à la retraite, le frérot. Hein.
Il est sorti un livre.
rushing towards Donkey Kong, that one day I'd be playing drums on a major stage, I wouldn't have believed it. But life has a funny way of stitching moments together.
Ah ouais. T'as pris un sacré coup de vieux.
Il a les cheveux blancs, mais ouais, à part ça, ça va.